This pier table was crafted by Charles-Honoré Lannuier. He was a French-trained cabinet maker who migrated to New York right at the onset of the French Revolution, and in the short period of time that he worked in New York, gained a reputation immediately. He certainly would have seemed fairly ordinary if he had remained in France, but in New York he was a big fish in a little pond. When he arrived here in 1803 and up until his death in 1819, he was creating forms that were incredibly popular, incredibly sophisticated, incredibly fashion-forward. Following the American Revolution, furniture took somewhat of a shift. We essentially are looking at Greece and Rome as models. People really want a design aesthetic that reflects some of these new democratic or rationalized principles. The French were certainly leaders in this new movement towards neoclassicism, looking at classical antiquity and creating something that was much more progressive out of that. Lannuier, when he came to New York, brought that knowledge with him. He employed French immigrant craftsmen as well, and it's wonderful to see the different elements of craftsmanship. It's got incredible mahogany veneer, cut very, very thin, and these beautifully carved caryatids, created from a core of wood that's been built up through the use of gesso. It's carved down as if it were cast from metal. These were pieces that were intended to reflect light between the gilt surfaces, the flashiness of the mahogany surface, and also with the mirror, a piece like this would have evoked some of the ego of the owner itself. It was commissioned by James Loret, a wealthy French West Indies merchant, motivated to migrate just like Lannuier had. And sometime between 1814 and 1819, Lannuier created this pier table, probably one of the finest pieces that Lannuier crafted for any of his clients, French or American. It's an interesting thing to think about this young person at 24 years old coming into this very large city and trying to find his own way. And that's something that all of us can relate to. How can I survive in this world? What will make me stand out from others? He had a talent that was unmatched.